Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Thank you, everybody. Please be seated. Thank you. Good afternoon, and welcome to Dalhousie University's Spring 2024 Convocation for graduating classes from the Faculty of Health and the Faculty of Graduate Studies. My name is Frank Harvey. It is such an honor for me to be serving as Dalhousie's Provost and Vice President Academic, and I'll serve as your MC for today's ceremony. I'd like to start by inviting Elder Tom Christmas to deliver the Mi'kmaq welcome.
Welges gedit aptut. Chelida Mi'kmaq bijidayo. Holdas bijidayo bidni amag. Humsiku noromach. Tangar gnamasoltitki. Holdas bijidayo. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here for the graduation ceremony. I realize some of you have traveled quite a distance to celebrate your child's graduation. And I have to personally thank you for being here for them, especially the grandparents. We all know grandparents love their grandchildren more than they did their children. I don't know why, but that's the way it works. And I welcome you to Mi'kmaq, home of the Mi'kmaq people. And with your indulgence, I'd like to say an opening prayer. If you all can stand, please. You have to excuse my stuttering and stumbling because English is my second language. Kisu kolalik, tejiklo naga ignamuyak. Avalali sitan delbekasl chikikmana, petniamano, unijanwa, wujisk, kagnud masutijik. I'm not here, okay? Phone ringing. Abivanim kisok, abonamuxino. Abivanim kisok, aliamuxino. Abivanim kisok, saluxino, umsetane mudio. Asalano ginijanwa, tangagunud masutijik. I have asked the Creator to watch over you while you're here in Kchibuktuk. I have also asked the Creator for everybody to be safe while they're driving home and driving around in Halifax. We have some crazy people here in Halifax. You have to be on the lookout. First time I compared them to Cape Breton drivers. But now I know how Halifax people drive. And I ask the Creator to watch over you, your children, and your parents, and your own parents. And I pray that the one thing I always wanted to pray for, well, I have, is people who have cancer. And if you have family members who have cancer, I have said an extra prayer for them. As far as I'm concerned, cancer is the devil's sickness. God wouldn't do something like that to us. So I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you have a good time. And don't overdo it tonight. And I hope you have a beautiful day, because it's a beautiful start. Waladio, thank you very much. Amen. Nataliach.
Thank you very much, Tom. Your welcomes are always distinct in such special ways. I just love them. I'd like to begin with a brief land acknowledgement that Dalhousie University and our community benefit from and sit on Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by the Treaties of Peace and Friendship, treaties the Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqey peoples first signed with the British Crown in 1725. These treaties did not deal with the surrender of lands and resources, but in fact recognized Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqey rights and established rules for an ongoing relationship between nations. And we pay our respect to the Indigenous knowledges held by Mi'kmaq people and to the wisdom of their elders past, present, and emerging. We are very grateful at Dalhousie for our partnerships and our friendships across our campuses, faculties, administrative units, grateful for our elders and Elder Tom's important contribution to our graduate ceremonies. Grateful for our elder in residence, Anne Lebilwa, our Director of Indigenous Community Engagement, Kathy Martin, our Indigenous Advisory Council, our many pathway programs across our faculties and campuses, including pathways to the medical and the health and the law professions. The School of Social Work is developing a Mi'kmaq Master of Social Work program, and the Faculty of Health has a campaign goal of raising nearly $30 million to advance the health equity, with many initiatives targeted to support recruitment and retention and advancement of Mi'kmaq and Indigenous students, and Indigenous-led and Indigenous-focused research. And so many other important initiatives across Dalhousie. We will continue to work on and build on these critically important relationships and friendships. We are all treaty people, and we remain committed to the recommendations of the Truth and Reconciliation Committee report. I would also like to acknowledge the distinct histories and contributions and legacies of the African Nova Scotian people and communities who have been here for over 400 years. We are very thankful to African Nova Scotian and Indigenous faculty members and staff, students, administrators, and elders who partner with us in developing and enhancing admissions guidelines, curriculum, welcoming spaces, and community partnerships. With respect to the Faculty of Health, RBC has donated $600,000 to support recruitment and retention of African Nova Scotian Black and Mi'kmaq Indigenous students in health programs at Dalhousie. And Dal Nursing has 40 Bachelor of Science nursing seats prioritized for African Nova Scotian and Mi'kmaq students in each admission cycle. We know we have more to do to transform in many ways and to live up to our commitment to inclusive excellence. Before proceeding, please take note of the nearest exits in the unlikely event of an emergency. As the ceremony proceeds, please be aware that members of the onstage party may need to stand or leave the stage according to their own individual needs. Graduates and guests, you are also encouraged to do the same, and we appreciate your support in creating an inclusive environment for all. Finally, as we proceed with the presentations of diplomas and degrees, we want the ceremony to reflect an atmosphere of celebration. We don't want to be too formal. I will ask you to turn the sounds off on your phones, though, if you can. If you have young children and babies, please don't worry at all about the sounds that they are making. We encourage any cheering or crying or screaming sounds to show your enthusiasm as we acknowledge and celebrate and cheer for our graduating students. I'd now like to take a moment to introduce those individuals who will be participating in the ceremony today. So when I call your name, if you can please stand and remain standing. Starting with Elder Tom, who gave the traditional Mi'kmaq welcome. Dr. Rustam Southwell, Dalhousie's Chancellor. Dr. Kim Brooks, Dalhousie's President and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Louise Spiteri, Chair of Dalhousie's Senate. Dr. Brenda Merritt, Dean of the Faculty of Health. Dr. Marty Leonard, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Dr. Marcia Campbell-Yo, recipient of the Distinguished Research Professor Award and our University Beadle today. And Dr. Marion Brown, Associate Dean, Academic with the Faculty of Health, and our Convocation speaker. Also on the platform party today and in the audience are so many others who have contributed to the success of our students. These include faculty members and staff, administrators, VPs, AVPs, and so many others who are so important to the academic excellence of our programs. Can I ask you all to please stand? Your platform party for today. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce President and Vice Chancellor of Dalhousie University, Dr. Kim Brooks, to deliver opening remarks.
Good afternoon. It's just Senator Spiteri and I all the time. Good afternoon. All right, just trying to warm the room up a bit. In 1961, Dalhousie was the first university in Canada to establish a Faculty of Health Professions. One of the distinguished members of the faculty was Electa McLennan. Electa was born in Brookfield, Nova Scotia in 1907. Despite having been prevented from continuing high school because her family believed she should learn the art of homemaking, she foiled intentions and went on to study at Dalhousie. Electa became the first director of Dalhousie School of Nursing on July 1st, 1949, and a full professor in May 1970. She was invited to address the Faculty Health Convocation in May 1976. Her remarks were framed as 8 commandments, and she offered some advice to graduates. I can do no better than to modernize somewhat their language and offer them back to you today. 1, conduct yourself as someone who is responsible for your actions as a vital professional in the field of health. 2, perform your work to the highest standards. 3, hold to your principles and do not deviate from them in the interest of expediency. 4, cooperate with other health and welfare disciplines. 5, stand up for issues related to your profession and community. 6, seek new knowledge. 7, align yourself with those who seek to improve the health of all through improved laws. And 8, remember your alma mater. Electa was obviously a serious person, and I admire and respect that. It's likely she accomplished some of the awesome things that she did because of that seriousness. She was a founding member of the Canadian Nurses Foundation, president of the Canadian Conference of University Schools of Nursing, board member of the International Congress of Nurses, fellow of the American Public Health Association, and member of the Royal Society of Health in England. I am a less serious person than Electa, and undoubtedly it will show in the trajectory of my career. So let me offer 3 other pieces of advice and add them to her list, not as commandments, but just as things to think about as you progress your careers from here. Number 1, laugh as much as you can. I once had a student comment that was, "You laugh more at your jokes than anyone else." But anyway, the book, Humor, Seriously, reports on a study in Norway that found those with a sense of humor lived an average of 8 years longer than those without. I'm not testifying to the reliability of that study. I can't answer who comprised the control group, and I have no idea how they determined whether someone has a sense of humor. But the evidence that laughter reduces stress and improves overall mental health is overwhelming, and there's a lot of material to work with. Most days, I laugh a dozen times just at myself. 2, keep a stash of things that delight you for the bad days. There are going to be bad days. Probably there are going to be lots of them because you are alive and the world can be grinding. So have something that brings you joy that you can draw on without a lot of effort. For me, it's Bruce Springsteen, played at 10. For Christina and Meredith on Grey's Anatomy, it's a very good dance party. Find your thing and keep it at the ready. Number 3, take off your superhero capes. The world is going to ask a lot of you. Most days you'll put on your superhero cape and go to work, or be a parent, or do the things your parents need of you, or act responsibly and accountably to advance the things that your community needs. You will do the right thing. You will attend to Electa's 8 commandments. But don't forget that that superhero cape has a button or a snap or a tie at the place of the cloak clasp, and you can undo it. You can order in, you can take a nap in the middle of the day, you can have a great cry, you can read a book on a beach. We put on our superhero capes because they remind us to be our best selves, to act responsibly, perform to the highest standards, hold to our principles, cooperate with others, stand up for issues, seek new knowledge, advocate for improvements in the health professions, and think about Dalhousie. But as full human beings, it's important to remember that the cape is something we choose to wear. You are allowed to take it off, be fallible, and take a break. Thank you for spending some of your time with us at Dalhousie. We are so proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Preston Brooks. Graduates, please rise as you are able. Chancellor Southwell, as Chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees upon those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto, those candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of that degree and whose names have been approved by Senate. Admittum vos ad gradum.
Congratulations. Graduates, please be seated.
Graduates, please get ready to stand. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. As you cross the stage, you'll greet Chancellor Southwell with a handshake or your hand over your heart. Your dean will present you with an alumni pin. This pin serves as a reminder not only of your time at Dalhousie, but of the impact you've had as students and the potential you hold to shape your futures. We hope you wear it with pride. I now call upon Dr. Brenda Merritt, Dean of the Faculty of Health, Dr. Marty Leonard, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, and Ella McDonald, an order and alum from the Fountain School of Performing Arts, to present the candidates who are here today receiving degrees.
Chancellor Southwell, I am honored to present the following candidates on behalf of the Faculty of Health who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Lexi Nicole Alvarez. Marugi Elizabeth Aravi. Gadir Saleh Audali. Catherine Elizabeth Aiken Eyre. Jana May Sinohin Ballesteros. Emma Elizabeth Benson Heffernan. Kirsten Paula Boudreau. Kaylee Brooke Keynes. Carrington Marilyn Carroll. Cassandra Marie Cole with distinction. Rachel Mackenzie Cormier with distinction. Shannon Elizabeth Croce with distinction. Paige Alexandria Dory. Charlotte Ella Dort. Katie Grace Duggan with distinction. Emma Reese Dykens with distinction. Jamila Fazl Hoda. Lauren Elizabeth Fenton with distinction. Nicole Darlene Flewelling with distinction. Rick Matthew Saldavia Galanta. Julia Ryle Talau Gonzalez with distinction. Madeline Grace Hayes with distinction and recipient of the University Medal in Nursing. Kyle Jacob Hunt. Alexandra Fern Hutchings with distinction. Mackenzie Lauren Coydle. Meredith Jane Leckie, with distinction. Marley Ann Linewand, with distinction. Lydia Marie Locke. Daniel Roland Lord, with distinction. Ryan Elizabeth McCharles, with distinction. Haley Grace McLeod. Brooke Kaylee McNeil, with distinction. Emma Marie Martin. Rebecca Judith Moore. Farida Aderansola Mufutau. Brianna Robin Murphy. Broderick Ronald Joseph Murphy. Mwambo Bridget Mwembuya Busaba. Temideo Favor Olatunji. Carly Jean Niven, with distinction. Jocelyn Christina Patterson, with distinction. Desiree Chloe Marie Paquin. Jamie Elise Proctor, with distinction. Nadine Turla Ramirez. Alyssa Marie Romans, with distinction. Melissa Kate Saunders. Zachary Getahun Shifara. Cassandra Jane Smith. Jenna Dawn Stewart, with distinction. Ryan Mary Ashley Simons. Hallie Dawn Thompson, with distinction. Jillian Marie Tucker. Mackenzie Ann Sampson Mugga, with distinction. Kate Charlotte Vanden Heuvel. Anika Diana Vassell, with distinction. Sarah Marie Walsh, with distinction. Naomi Olivia Warkentin. Brianna Alessandra Weigel. Chloe Catherine Wilson. Haley Elizabeth Wisen. Janie Yu. Emily Victoria Ann Zwicker. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work. Jordan Joseph Barnaby, with distinction. Takara Blake. Haley Boone, with distinction. Lauren Mackenzie Fisk, with distinction. Mackenzie Lucia Isabel Huddleston, with distinction. Thomas Mark Dalatina Lang, with distinction. Moira Kathleen McDonald, with distinction. Logan Michael McKinnon, with distinction. Jenna Nicole McNeil. Avery Curtis Manuel, with distinction. Brittany Markey Peach, with distinction. Victoria Ashley Martins, with distinction. Michael William Jeffrey McPhee, with distinction. Megan McKendrick Mills, with distinction. Andrea Diane Murray, with distinction. Ryan Eugene Owensby, with distinction. Taya Papa, with distinction. Alicia Marie Publicover, with distinction. Madeline Claire Riley, with distinction. Jessica Louise Saker, with distinction. Elena Margarita Santos, with distinction. Emma Walker, with distinction. Vanessa Mercedes Wolf Alviles, joined on stage by her children and graduating with distinction. Heather Jane Wiley, with distinction. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Bachelor of Social Work. Chancellor Southwell, I am honored to present the following candidates on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate Studies who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Nursing. Darcy Ahern. Caitlin Boudreau. Alexandra Lisa Corbett. Sydney Ann Eaglestone. Kendra Getz. Kathleen Morgan Higgins, joined on stage by Theo. Jennifer Diane Kostashin. Danielle Lynn LeBlanc. Allie Frances McIntyre. Catherine Joyce McQuaid. Sheila Ann Mills. Renee Louise Morrison. Sarah Elizabeth Newman. Kristen Lynn Peddle. Tina Priscille Ruel Baksh. Emily Colleen Sanger. Dylan William Shepard. Alyssa Kayleen Weeks. Stephanie Alexandra Williams. William Yu. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Nursing. I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Science. Chelsea Jasmine States, Master of Science in Nursing. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Science. I am now honored to present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Master of Social Work. Rachel Brett Anderson. Brian David Bell. Melanie Nicole Burt. Melissa Dawn Carvery. Kathleen Sandra Coleman. Tina Dirksen. Ashley Duran Tapp. Chad David Folks. Dana Ann Francis. Sarah McIntyre Green. Nicholas Harris, joined on stage by baby Rowan. Jana Lynn Henderson. Kelsey Ann Leah Hutchinson. Heather Ann Johnston. Angela Patricia Julian. Kenzie Eileen Lee. Cassie Nicole Liviero. Jehan Mawani. Laura Marie McNutt. Natalie Nabo. Ashley Florence O'Keefe. Christine Oketch. Janelle Colleen Peterson. Mireille Chantal Robitaille. Danielle Marie Sherwood. Latrissa Dawn Steinke. Lindsay Sarah Thomas. Carmen Denise Yvette Vielfor. Amy Sasha Lee Wendell. This concludes the presentation of candidates for the Master of Social Work.
Mr. Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is the highest earned degree awarded by the university, and as such, it represents the culmination of the candidate's educational achievement. I am pleased to present the following candidates who, through thesis and examination, have fulfilled the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. There's more. Mr. Chancellor, the awarding of the PhD degree completes a long cooperation between the student and their thesis advisor, and we are pleased in this ceremony also to recognize the supervisor of the doctoral graduate. And I'd ask that they join me on the stage to congratulate their graduates as they come across, and also ask our latest PhDs to join us on the stage.
Salma Juma Al-Mukaini, Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing, and joined on stage by Lean Al-Bukhazi. Brianna Dorothea Helen Hughes, Doctor of Philosophy in Nursing, and joined on stage by her daughter Ridley Hughes. Chancellor Southwell, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Please join me for a round of applause for our amazing orator, Ella McDonald. I'd now like to take a moment to call attention to the families and friends of our graduates today. We know that Convocation is such an important occasion for you as well. We recognize the role that your love and support played in the success of our students, and we'd like to express our gratitude to you. Can I ask the graduating students to please stand and face your families, and if I can ask the party to rise as well. Graduates, you know that throughout the celebration, your friends and family have been applauding you very loudly. We need to repay that sentiment to thank them for everything they've done. Just a little bit louder, louder. That was awesome. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you.
What a wonderful afternoon of celebrations. It is my privilege to introduce our convocation speaker. Dr. Marion Brown is a social worker and educator with over 20 years of experience in facilitating meaningful conversations in community and university settings. Marion began teaching at the Dalhousie School of Social Work in 2002, and in 2020 was appointed Associate Dean Academic in the Faculty of Health. Marion has taught in the undergraduate and graduate social work programs, both on campus and online. Grounded in relational processes, she uses critical pedagogies, weaving analyses of power and advocacy into politicized teaching and learning processes. In 2019, she was awarded the Canadian Association of Social Work Distinguished Service Award. Her areas of research and writing include projects focused on universal design for learning, culturally responsive pedagogies, trauma-informed learning environments, interprofessional education and practice, and health equity. As Associate Dean in the Faculty of Health, she is responsible for strategic leadership in program and curriculum development, implementation and evaluation, and continuous improvement for academic and scholarly innovation. I'm also really excited to share that Dr. Brown has been selected as the recipient of the 2024 Dalhousie Alumni Association Award of Excellence in Teaching. So, it is with great pleasure that I invite Dr. Brown to address the convocation.
Thank you very much. And hello to Dalhousie's newest graduates. You are our newest colleagues, so this is also a warm welcome to the fold. I'm so happy to be here today. You know, my first few rounds of writing these thoughts were clocking in at 45 minutes, an hour or so. People who know me up here on the stage know that I can go on and on a little bit. But I'm really happy to be here because I sat where you're sitting right now 34 years ago. I can't believe it. When I first did the math, I thought 24 years ago. And then I thought, wait, now I've been teaching at the school for 22 years, so that can't be right. It was 34 years ago, 1990. And my sister graduated in nursing that same year. We've both stayed in social work and nursing and never looked back, love our professions. My daughter graduated with her BSW in 2019, and my niece, the daughter of that same sister, just graduated 3 weeks ago with her undergraduate nursing degree. So I have, in preparing my thoughts for today, I feel myself running through this cohort. My blood is, reflecting back on my experiences and memories, and I've really had a good time thinking about it. So thank you, Dean Merritt, for nominating me, and thank you, President Brooks, for inviting me to share not 8, like Electa, but 4 key messages today. You might think that means that I'm a little bit more brief, but they're a little bit more padded than those 8 were. Okay, so message number 1, you will never be without opportunity to engage your values, your analyses, and your skills. Isn't that the truth for social workers and nurses? Yes, that's a commentary on the sad state of the world and its literal ills, so we do need to sort of realize the weight of that. It always means, though, it also means that you will always have opportunity to be meaningful and relevant in someone's life. That's huge. That makes me both breathe in and exhale. And so we need to seize that opportunity because you can be the right person at the right time for someone in need. Not just once, but over and over again in your careers. You have the time to revise and refine and rethink and come renewed to each encounter. It's right there waiting for you. So I know often in the months leading up to graduation, there's a big focus on the skills. Do I have the skills? So my message embedded in this first one is to take heart, because within that spiral of engaging in something, bringing your focus and attention to it, then getting guidance and getting feedback and reflecting yourself and then going into the next encounter, that wonderful spiral continues on and your skills will grow. I wish we could all be here together this time next year to talk about that. But since we can't, mark it in your calendar now to call a classmate next May and talk about your confidence in your skills, because you will have it. Then, of course, those skills are built upon your values. That's the who we are in what we do. Why are you a social worker? Why are you a nurse? Because you value ... You get to fill in the blank there. But those values are the roots that will hold you steady as the breezes blow, and they blow mightily. So know who you are, know your values, because we grow outward from there. Find your voice in your professions and express it. The value bases of nursing and social work are so powerful. Integrity, trustworthiness, dignity and worth of the person, competence, relationships, social justice. Integrated with your own values, you have clear direction on how to engage, behave, decide, and reflect. That's all wrapped into message number 1. Message number 2, find your kin in these professions. Find your people. And likely you already have found some in your classes. I'm still in touch with 3 friends from my BSW. We all graduated in 1990. In fact, we're having a weekend together in July. It's grounding to have people with whom you've been through these experiences. Beyond the classroom and placements, of course, there'll be more like minds out in your fields of practice and beyond. Yet, not only the people that agree with you are your kin. Dissenting views point us in new directions with different ways of seeing things, and that is so important in order to do good work. In my view, that kinship is an expression of the collective, a place to sound out what you feel, what to do in difficult situations, a place to feel less alone in those challenges, a place to celebrate when things have gone well or when you feel you've done a good job. There's energy and there's strength in that collective, in those collectives. And I think that informs us in going forward in these professions and in life, that the way forward is together. You know you've done great work to get to this place where you are. You also know you've done it with people beside you, behind you, in front of you, above you, and beneath you. So from that nest within the collective and from the values of yourself and your profession, I urge you to look outward to the collectives that you serve, because these are professions that serve. from a basis of understanding the ways in which inequities are built into systems of care and health, from a basis of questioning why things are the way they are, and having some ideas on why things are the way they are. That's the analysis part of the systems, the micro and the macro, that were designed by the few, for the few, to count some people in and count most people out. The system is in fact working exactly the way it was designed to, sadly. That's why we need you. That's why we need the collective to stand strong, to resist, to advocate, to find your voice, and speak up. So these are the profession, or these are some of the professions that serve the collective from a basis of kindness and empathy. In fact, I think empathy is a golden thread that runs through the professions of nursing and social work. The ideas of unconditional positive regard and creating conditions that allow people to experience themselves fully, those have been part of the foundations of education in nursing and social work since the beginning. Yet I will say this in my message number 3. Extending empathy is a radical act. To sit with people in their pain, to be prepared to wade around in the murky depths of big, often conflicting emotions and circumstances, to be comfortable not saying anything profound or thinking that you need to have the answer. Because empathy, it doesn't actually need a whole lot of fancy words. Talk of diagnoses or doses or those kinds of things. Empathy is sitting with people as they cry. Empathy is taking a deep, audible breath. I feel one coming in me now, just thinking about it. Maybe shaking your head or nodding and saying, yeah, that is hard, that is painful. Empathy is listening for the layers of emotion beneath what we see on the outside, those behaviors that we sometimes find challenging and frustrating, but hanging in there and listening for the deeper layers and then responding on that level. It's really, empathy is the recognition of our shared humanity, isn't it? Nurses and social workers can decide to engage in those ways. In fact, we all can, can't we? And to make that commitment is a radical act. Message number 4. The world does not need more people who think they are right, including me, making that statement and thinking that I'm right about it. But seriously, I nonetheless make such a declarative statement. Great harms have come as the result of people thinking that their one way of living, their singular take on an issue, their knowledge source is the sole undeniable truth. I understand we need touchstones in difficult times. I myself feel shaky when I'm unsure, and I like the comfort of routines and the routine knowledge bases. Yet, I suggest to you that we would do well to interrupt certainty. Keep those edges porous so that additional influences can be heard and considered. Social workers and nurses work amidst the complexities of bodies, minds, spirits, souls, histories, environments, resources, power, decision-making structures, just to name a few. So we need to hear the range of perspectives, all of them, and draw upon them to consider what might be helpful and what might be harmful in the lives of people we serve. I found it remarkable during the pandemic when health professionals at the highest rank acknowledged the limits to their knowledge, changed their minds, said they were wrong, or retracted from a position they had taken. There were countless times when Dr. Strang said, I don't know about that, or this is what we know right now. It may change. There were times when Teresa Tam changed her mind. New information came to light, revisions were made accordingly and appropriately. This was remarkable to me, that you can be a credentialed professional and say, I don't know right now, or this is my best take right now. Those are lessons in humility, in my view, and we need to hold on to them. Here's a little something for you to try. In the next week, as you're talking with a friend, a family member, a coworker, about something that really aligns with what you're thinking, as you're nodding along saying, yes, 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 try to catch yourself before the words, you're right, come out of your mouth. and just shift it to, I agree. Because that's really, I'm not sure how many things we know to be right and wrong in that singular way. And I think that's a helpful move in subtle ways for unsettling a pervasive comfort in being right. So softening a firm hold on one position, saying we're not sure, apologizing for mistakes, these are all expressions of moral decency, of humility, and ultimately of shared humanity. When we mess up, we need to show our accountability. When we don't know, we own it. When we have different information, we consider it. These are ways to maintain our health, actually, and our longevity in these fields. These ways can remind us why we chose to study these professions, these values-based, analytical, knowledge-rich, deeply skilled professions that serve the collective with radical empathy. Know yourself, stand with others, speak up even when your voice shakes, and go forth as proud nurses and social workers, all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Brown. That, if it wasn't obvious to anyone before, it certainly is now why you were nominated for the Alumni Teaching Award. That was such a beautiful, passionate, inspirational message, and I love the reference to radical empathy. It's so perfect and so precise. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. Graduates, today you were led into the ceremony and you will soon be led out by our beadle, carrying the new Dawn staff of place and belonging. This staff is not merely a ceremonial object, it is a representation of our diverse community here at Dalhousie. It is filled with symbols and materials and textures that reflect the richness and the diversity of individuals like you. Individuals who will continue to be lifelong members of Dalhousie's global community, which now includes over 160,000 alumni worldwide. As a university, we take immense pride in the success of our graduates, and we are fully committed to becoming an even stronger university over time by building on our promises to our students, our faculty and researchers, our communities, and our ongoing commitment to equity, diversity, and inclusion. The purpose is to build on our reputation and build on our legacy so that the value of your degree, what it means to have a degree from Dalhousie, continues to appreciate over time. This is our promise to you. This is our commitment to you as alumni of Dalhousie. Thank you for choosing Dal for your studies. Thank you for allowing us to be part of your educational journey. The business of Convocation is now concluded. If you can please allow the platform party and the graduates to exit first, led by our beadle. Once again, warmest congratulations. What a wonderful achievement.
Give me the manage, don't tell no thing. Nigga much good, my we done it. Give me the manage, don't what a big soul thing. Nigga much good. Abahon madultinet, abahon madultinet, dan gisuk eliga haluk sigu ulau si amo we aheu we yo we march to Maui Danage. Give me dead and done what a big soul is. Nigga march to Dabahon Madukine. Beabon Madukine. Dan Gisu Keligalu Sigu Pulau Sikamu. Wea Heu. Weo we ho yo yo weo hey yo hey haya weo 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 hey haya hey weo we haya ya weo hey yo hey haya weo 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 hey haya hey get me dead and dead come Delio no king nigga march to Maui Danage. Get me dead and dead. Don what a big soul king. Nigga march to Dabahon Madutine. Beabon Madutine.